Hey, how's it going? This is Devin, and I'm just going to show you just roughly how to work the Sprinter van. So first and foremost, these two rotating seats. So they already have the connector on them to be basically powered whilst it's moving. You can see the cord there and its connection. So there is only one way that it can rotate back and forth. That way the connection doesn't get all tangled. So when you're turning it rearward, you're going to go to the right. That'll allow it to turn. And then when you're going back forward facing, you're going to turn it to the left. And that'll be the same exact thing for that seat there. So you can turn it whichever way you want, and then it'll lock into place. And it'll do the same thing for that one there. Again, those same directions. So from then, when we're in the van, there are 3 touch screens here in the back. You have one in the front, one in the middle, and then one in the rear. I'm just going to use this one for a demonstration because these two are the exact same. So when you're in here, you can turn your lights on or off. You can also just have certain lights on, certain lights off, or all of them on. You also have your air conditioning here, so you can set, but this is just for the rear of the van, so this is not for the driver passenger. This is just for all of the rear. It controls this AC back here, and you can control, cool mode, auto, heat, fan, medium, high, low, all that fun stuff. From here, you also have the fusion system, which again, that one can do it too, and that's just your head unit back here. So this controls your radio for here in the back. Again, not in the front. The passenger driver will have their own radio system up there they can listen to, but back here you have Bluetooth, and then you have your radio as well, so you can play whatever you want. But the touch screens can also control the volume or which station it's on, which is nice. And then finally you just have settings, just like a cleaning mode, the screen brightness, all that fun stuff. And so again, that's going to be for both of those. Again, on here you have your head unit. This is just to play your music here in the rear. You also have an HDMI and a USB. You can plug in the HDMI to something on the television up there to play whatever you want. You have your trays that can come out on here. And there are 3 of them on all the captain's chairs. The only reason why this one doesn't have one is because of the door. Finally, you have some 110 outlets there, some USB chargers near all of the seats. And then you also have your heated seats down here. So this will turn it hot or off. And then you also have your massager on this side, which you can have on and control all the different settings, wave zones. And then you have your blinds, which are just manual, push up or pull down. They're really easy and they're really nice. And they are blackout, so you can have these, you can have all your lights on at night whilst now and being able to see in. And then finally, you have your big touch screen here at the back. So this one will do something a little bit different than those 2 over there. This one basically allows you to see your fresh gray and black water for the restroom. In the back, you can just see your fill. And then you can also, again, turn all the lights on, off. You have your AC set point. Again, all the different lights. And then you have also, you can see like your electrical power. You have your climate control. And then finally, you can turn on or off the internet if you wanted to, if you needed to reset it. And then you have your screen diagnostics and settings and stuff like that. And then you'll have your overhead storage. You have another TV on this door, and then the restroom area. You'll have your microwave, sink, and fridge. And then if we come into here, you're also going to have, this is your shore power connector if you ever want to have all the power on with the van off. And then you have your restroom area. And then you also have a bath light here. And then finally up at the front, I'll show you kind of some driver stuff. And just the habit that I like to get into. So when you first start the van, When you very first start the van, I just like getting into the habit of turning it on and then hitting this master power switch. So I'm going to do it just so it's on video. So basically you'll turn off the van, turn off the master power. Turn on the van, turn on the master power. There'll be that blue ring around it, and you'll see it come on, and then this touch screen will come on. This can also control stuff in the back. So you have your AC for the rear, you have your Fusion for the rear if they wanted you to change the music, and then you also have your water pump that you can turn on for the sink. I don't know if I can get that. Yeah, so you have your water pump that you can turn on for the sink, your water heater, and then your tank heaters if you wanted to. Again, temperature diffusion system. And then this one here, the battery combination, you never need to touch that. It'll automatically come on and off. And then you have the refrigerator, which you can obviously also have on. There's just nothing in it right now, so we have it off. You can leave this on and not have to worry about your battery dying, but you cannot leave your master power on with the motor off unless it's plugged in with that cable in the back. So again, just the habit that we like to get into is turn off the engine, turn off the master power. And then besides that, I just have your normal cruise control and your auto distance settings, your volume, and everything that can be done on the Sprinter there through the infotainment up here. And then you have your new head units, which again, this will control all the audio for here for the passenger driver. And then in here I have a binder with every remote. So it has all 3 remotes. You have it for the Apple TV, and then both the TVs. And then you have your manuals, and then a bunch more manuals here in the binder. And that's everything.